All right, good morning, everybody. Welcome to the Science of Getting Rich. We're going to have a really impactful webinar here this morning. I appreciate your time on a Saturday morning. Hopefully, you get a lot of value out of this. Again, this is recorded, so if you registered for the webinar here on the Zoom link, you're going to get the recording. And if you're watching on Facebook, which is right over here, and you want to register, feel free to do that. Hey, Steve, what's happening, bud? So we're going to get right into it, guys. I really wanted to give you the breakdown. I was very much like probably everybody. I worked the first 41 years of my life. Traditional education. I was an engineer. I was a builder for a while. I had some successes, some failures, things of that nature. But by and large, this was kind of living like everybody else. And then I got introduced to a little bit of information and a mentor, and everything changed. We grew the construction company from 1 million to 10 million. We became the top recruiter in a network marketing company, which I'm going to share with you here. A whole bunch of things happened. CEO of a software company. And I don't say any of this to impress you. I really say it to impress upon you that if I can do it, and anybody can do it. And it doesn't matter what age you're at either. So the fact of the matter is, as we get into this, is that wealth is really 95% mindset and only 5% what you do. I know this number seems really skewed, but I can prove it to you, especially with the internet and everything we have going on today. In this picture here, you see a bunch of stock traders on the New York Stock Exchange, and there's a whole bunch of them, and they're probably earning okay money trading stocks, right? But if you look at this person here, right, Mr. Warren Buffett, he's in the same industry. I mean, he trades companies, but he started off with options and stocks, right? Same vertical, but different mindset. I want you to really think about this. Same industry, different mindset. A lot of people watching here, you might be realtors, right? You might be in the real estate industry. You might be doing okay for yourself. But you could be like this guy here, Grant Cardone. Now, love him or hate him, he's controlling about 2 billion in assets, right? And he was pretty broken into his early 40s. He was not like a young phenom. He had a lot of trouble, a lot of really tough upbringing. But he turned that all around, right? Using mindset. Some of you might be in network marketing. Some of you watching here, like 150 million other people around the world. And you can be in network marketing like these people with a certain mindset, or you can take some notes today and learn the mindset of a friend of mine, Mr. Alex Morton. He's earning a little over 2 million a month from network marketing, and I think he just turned 30. So he's been in the industry since he was 19. And the difference is really mindset. And the reason why I highlight Alex is he also trains one-on-one with my mentor, Bob Proctor. So when I tell you mindset is important, I can't say that strong enough. It's not a light statement. You can invest money in real estate. You can invest money in stocks. There's nothing better or nothing more impactful than investing in yourselves and your mindset. So I want you to really think about that. And we're going to talk about a little bit about the network marketing industry too, because this was really the gateway, sort of the gateway drug to entrepreneurship for me. This is the industry that allowed me to meet a lot of my current mentors and grow other industries. It helped me grow my construction company. It helped me start a software company. And the network marketing industry, there's over 200 billion a year in revenues across multiple companies. Think about that. It's as big as Amazon, right? A lot of people don't know this about network marketing, but there's more millionaire network marketers than there are millionaire realtors in the world, right? I'm talking about realtors, not real estate investors. What we're going to show you here is a recession-proof home-based business at the end of the presentation. So the first half of this presentation is all mindset, guys. It doesn't matter what industry you're in. And then the second half, we're going to show you guys a little bit of an income opportunity. But again, what I'm going to show you here, it helped me grow my construction company from 1 million to 10 million in 12 months. It helped me spawn off a whole bunch of other companies in software and network marketing and gaming. Just a whole bunch of things that the information that I'm going to give you here today is going to help you with. We have a consulting company called the Matrix Success Network as well, that we work with people in mindset training. So again, this little industry of network marketing, believe it or not, most global thought leaders, people like Richard Branson, Robert Kiyosaki, Grant Cardone, people that are really killing it, billionaires, they recommend network marketing to build initial wealth. Like if you don't have, if you're not the inventor of Facebook, or if you don't have a multi-million-dollar construction company or a core business, network marketing might be a fit for you. We get to learn leadership, public speaking, teaching, training, all for free, right? And we actually get paid while we're learning. So if you don't have a core revenue stream, or if you're looking to diversify, which is what we teach, right? Multiple revenue streams. I'm just giving you a little background and history on the network marketing industry, because it literally is the thing that caused me to go from the employee mindset to the entrepreneur mindset. And the fact of the matter, guys, is 96% of the world's wealth is earned by less than 1% of the population. I want you to really think about this. 96% of the world's wealth is earned by 1% of the people. And then I want you to ask yourself, why is this? Why is that number so skewed? Why do people go through grade school and high school and college? You can go to Harvard Business School and not really learn much about entrepreneurship at all. You may make a couple of $100,000 a year or something, but most of the people I work with that are in my realm now are crushing at least 6 figures a month, if not a week or a day. And again, I don't say that to impress you. I say it to impress upon you, because the first half of my career, I was just around employees. I was around other engineers. I was around other people in the construction industry. And some of them did, fairly well by traditional standards, but not at all what I'm experiencing today and the people that I hang around with and mentor and coach today. So there's a reason for this, guys, and I'm gonna share this with you. And the reason is we're simply not taught how to build wealth in schools, right? If you think about this, we're taught a little bit of math, a little bit of history, a little bit of science, a little English. We're taught to be a school teacher. We're not taught real estate. We're not taught cryptocurrency. We're not taught, options trading or any kind of thing that'll build wealth, right? We're not taught decision making. We're not taught anything about the self-image. You have to build an image of a multimillionaire long before you would ever be one, right? And we're not taught wealth building. I could take, a 16-year-old kid that's working at a grocery store, teach them to save their pennies a little bit. By the time they're 18, they can put a down payment on a 3-family apartment, live in one, rent out the other 2, be in a cash positive situation, start to build equity, and keep flipping and doing that using some of the real estate laws we have. And by age 25, they'll be a multimillionaire, never having gone to college, right? And I'm not beating up on colleges. I think colleges are a great place to network. It's a great place to build other skills, but it's absolutely not a place at all to build wealth. There's no wealth being building being taught in college. And we're certainly not taught what paradigms are. So I'm going to spend the next few minutes here, guys, talking about paradigms. Because this is the biggest thing you need to really learn if you're going to change your results and your habits. All right, so we're going to focus on paradigms. Now, a paradigm is just a fancy word we use to describe a set of mental programs that have almost exclusive control over our habitual behavior. I'm going to say this a few different ways, right? There are a multitude of habits stored in the subconscious mind. There are actually a multitude of programs stored in your subconscious mind causing your results. So if you're a smoker, it means you have a program called smoking. If you're overweight, you have programs that cause you to be overweight. If you're physically fit, you have programs called I go to the gym, I eat well, things of that nature. So think of your subconscious mind like the operating system in a computer. It's the best way to think about this, right? It's your subconscious mind is wide open to impression. When we're born a blank slate, right? We're born a blank slate. We have no programs. You don't even have a program called speaking or walking. And then depending on your upbringing with your parents, in the school systems, college, your experiences, you're going to get all these mental programs. And I'll give you a good example. Nobody here ever chose to speak your initial native language. If you speak English, you never chose to speak English. If you speak Spanish, initially you never chose that. Now, I studied Spanish and I chose to speak and learn that. Very broken, by the way. But the point is think about that, right? You never chose to speak your native language. Well, imagine if you had grown up with Warren Buffett as your dad. You would have grown up in the environment of billionaires and you wouldn't even think anything of it. And you'd probably be a billionaire yourself right now. And you wouldn't think it wouldn't be a big deal. You would be thinking different than the masses because you had a different experience than the masses. But the reality is it's just the programming. So what I'm going to show you here today, and we're going to give you some tools to do this, is I'm going to put you in the mindset of billionaires, literally, exactly how they think and act and operate. So guys, throw some fire in the chat if you're watching on Facebook or in the Zoom. Throw some fire in there if this is resonating, because we're going to show you guys exactly how the world's wealthiest people think and act and operate. All right, guys? So again, when we're born, we don't even have a program called walking. Through repetition, we learn to walk, right? We learned to think and act and operate in a certain manner. We learn to walk. And this becomes stored as a program in your subconscious mind. What I mean by that, guys, is you don't think when you walk right now. When you go to walk across the room, you're not thinking. I want to go over there, and your body, your subconscious mind drives the ship, right? So you had to learn to walk through repetition. Smoking, again, is also a mental program. Nobody's born smoking, right? We're not born smoking. It's something you pick up from the environment, either from high school or college, or from your parents, if your parents are smokers. And if anybody here is a smoker, if you remember back to the very first cigarette, I guarantee you didn't like it. I guarantee you coughed and choked, but you kept doing it because the people around you were doing it, and then it became a physical habit, right? So smoking is not a physical habit, it's a mental program expressed physically. I want you to think about that. I want you to really understand how the body works. Everything you're doing, there's mental programs causing you to do it. Even me on this webinar today, I'm in this content so much, I'm not really thinking right now. I'm just accessing programs and articulating to you, right? So wealth building is a set of habits. It's a set of programs that you do repetitively that causes wealth, right? And we teach this stuff all the time in the Matrix Success Network. Wealth building is just a series. It's like a new language. It's like trying to learn Chinese. And you need to do certain things repetitively to do that. This makes sense, guys? Hopefully this is hitting home. So there's a science of wealth building. There's an absolute science of wealth building. And I'm going to teach you guys how the 1% thinks. And what you're seeing here is exactly how the typical masses are programmed. This is how we're programmed to think, right? We're programmed to look at results. Right now, you're looking at your current bank account, your current body, your current relationships, your current job, right? Or your current income, and it causes you to think a certain way. There's no way around this. This is the way we're born. This is the way we're programmed. We're always looking at results. When little Johnny goes to school and he gets his first report card, right, he gets results. And if he's a D student, it doesn't feel good. It causes his thinking. And then he gets caught up in a self-fulfilling doom cycle, right? So most people are looking at results to cause their thinking, and the thinking causes your feelings, right? If your bank account's at zero, it doesn't feel good. If you're 100 pounds overweight, it doesn't feel good. And there's nothing wrong with a zero bank account or being overweight. I'm just trying to highlight feelings here, right? And when we say the word feeling, I want you to think about this. What we're really saying is the conscious awareness of the vibration that you're in, right? Feelings are nothing more than the awareness of the vibration that your body's in and your mind's in. So if you tell me you feel sad, what you're really saying is I'm in a low vibration. If you feel excited, what you're saying is I'm in a high vibration. So these vibrations cause the body to move into action. So if you're somebody that procrastinates, this is probably why. If you're somebody that takes massive action, this is also why. So guys, right here, if you can take a screenshot of this, this is how you're probably programmed currently. It's how I was programmed too. We look at our results to cause our thinking. Now, this is actually entirely ass backwards of the way reality is, right? We have to think to cause results. We just don't know that. What we're doing is we're using our results to cause our thinking. So we just keep getting more and more and more the same thing for 10, 20, 30, 40 years. And most people go to the grave never having achieved much of anything. And this is why. So guys, this is how the world's wealthiest people, this is the keys to the kingdom here. What I'm giving you, and we charge a lot of money for this normally, but I want you to understand how the world's wealthiest people process information, right? They don't look at their results. Here's the key to life. Stop looking at your results. What you want to do is start with new thinking, right? 7 figures a year, 7 figures a month, lean, mean body, whatever that is. And there's certain things we can help you guys do, and I'm going to give you guys a link a little bit later here. This is exactly what we teach in the Matrix, right? We teach you how to wake up with new thinking every day. And the new thinking causes new feelings. It feels really good. It feels really exciting to know you're on the path. See, when you make a decision to get to 7 figures and you do certain things in a certain way, you're guaranteed to get there. There's nothing to stop you, especially given the economy and the world that we have today. There's so many ways to earn money. It's just that most people never make a decision to be a millionaire. Does that make sense? So new thinking causes new feelings, and these new vibrations have to cause the body to move in a different manner, different tonalities, different actions, starting new businesses, trying new things, going to networking events, getting on social media. Most people just sit back in fear and they don't try anything, and this is why. But these new actions, guys, they have to cause new results. Now, I want you, again, take a screenshot of this if you can. This is not rocket science. It's just not taught in school, but this is really the deal, right? It's the new thinking every morning, every night, repetitively, that's going to cause new feelings or higher vibrations. It's going to cause you to do new things, take new actions, and you're going to get new results. This makes sense, guys? Put a little fire in the chat if this is making sense, whether you're on Facebook or on the Zoom, because once I saw this, my entire world changed. It was actually pretty basic stuff. And I was like, holy cow, like, why aren't they teaching this in school? Go ahead and take a screenshot of that if you want, and we'll continue here. So guys, again, this is science of getting wealthy. And none of this is my opinion. I've just been a really good student. My mentor is Bob Proctor. A lot of you guys know him from The Secret. And what we're teaching here is the science of how wealthy people think and act and operate. And it's not Bob's information either. He was mentored by Earl Nightingale. Earl Nightingale was mentored by Napoleon Hill. Many of you know him as the author of Think and Grow Rich. And Napoleon Hill was mentored by Andrew Carnegie, who is the world's first recorded billionaire. So I would love to claim that this is my information. I've just been a really good student. I've become an expert at teaching this, and we teach this all over the world. So if this resonates with you guys, we have some options you can work with. So I'm going to put in the chat here, guys, a link to the Mindset Masters, and just bear with me while I bring this up. Let's see here, the two platforms we're doing this with. And the Mindset Masters, there's a 7-day free trial on there. It's like $37 a month. It's daily live coaching. Let me grab this for you guys here in the Zoom as well. It's daily live coaching, and we're working on this stuff together. Right? We're working on how the world's wealthiest people think and act and operate. We teach how to shift the paradigm. Right? That's not going to happen overnight. You're going to learn a lot of things here today on this webinar. But in order to shift those, you're going to need to take some action. And I can help you guys do that. So I put the link in the chat to Mindset Masters. It's a 7-day free trial. You can try it out, check it out. I'm literally teaching every single day on Facebook how the world's wealthiest people think and act and operate. All right, guys, so that's a little bit about mindset. The second half of what we're doing here, I actually have an income opportunity for you guys. It's a network marketing opportunity. It's the first thing that I ever did to go from just working construction to having multiple revenue streams. So if you want to stay on for this, you're welcome to. Again, it's a presentation. If you want to work with me personally in my team, in my network marketing company. And the company we're working with, oh, here's the link again. There we go. I'll leave that up for a second for a screenshot. So there's the link to the Mindset Masters, guys. The company we're working with is called Vive. And Vive is quite a bit different. The reason I am with this company is there's no products. It's a service-based company. We're not doing pills and potions and lotions. There's nothing wrong with that. It's just, for me, I'm not comfortable bringing a product to my market. But Vive is a technology company, and they're in the service industry. What we're really doing is helping people lower their bills. Everybody has cell phone, everybody has internet, and what we're really doing, it's a platform just to help people lowering the bills they're already paying. So the reason that I'm with this company is that it really resonates with realtors and professionals and doctors and lawyers. A lot of my network is a lot of professionals. And again, Vive is a technology company. It's very much like Airbnb or Uber, where they use technology to really revolutionize the industry of paying bills, right, utilities. And when you think about this company, think about, do you know anybody that uses electricity or internet or cable, TV, cell phones, right? Everybody's paying these monthly bills. And what Vive has done is we set up a nationwide network of negotiators to lower bills. So people actually get to upload their bills onto the platform for free. We negotiate them, and then we split the savings. I'm going to show you guys how that works. But the fact of the matter is over $60 billion a year being overcharged to people like you and me and people like your grandmother and your parents, right? The people we love. We're getting overcharged on things like Xfinity and Verizon and AT&T, our phone and cable. And these are necessities. These companies know that you cannot live without these services. And these have increased about 40% since 2010. So it's been growing really unnaturally compared to our income. And what Vive has done, again, is we have set up a nationwide network of professional negotiators where you upload your bills. You can do this on a cell phone. You can do it on a laptop. You literally just click on the bills that you have, take pictures of your bills, and they get uploaded to the platform. And the next thing that you get is we go to work. Again, this is 100% free as a customer. We go to work on your behalf and we negotiate the bills. So here's an example of one of my realtor friends. We negotiated an Xfinity bill, and you can see here we saved over $1,800 on a 24-month contract. This is just one of the customers I have, right? And we also got a couple of free upgrades, 8 times faster on internet and free Netflix service. I saw somebody, we are not available in Canada. It's a good question. Anybody watching, this is only the United States right now, but Canada is probably the next place we're going to reach out. So feel free to hit me up on Messenger or something. We can chat about that. But this is an actual example. Now, the worst case scenario is that we don't save you any money. You upload your bill for free. We go to work negotiating on your behalf, and we can't save you any money. Nothing happens on your end. But what we do is we follow up 3 months, 6 months later, because maybe down the road there's something we can negotiate. So there's no risk to the customer on this, guys. Now here's a bigger deal. We also work in the commercial space. I'm going to show you guys this too. For those of you that have commercial contacts, like plumbers and electricians and contractors or whatever your business is, if you have access to commercial, here's a clawback we did, and this is we can go back up to 4 years and we can do an audit of your bills, utility, cable, water, sewer. This was a sales tax audit, and we clawed back over $214,000 for the company, right? So what happened is that was about $107,000 for them, and $107,000 went to Vive because we split what we find. And this is about a $22,000 commission for the Vive consultant. So we have everything from your grandmother's cell phone bill to the largest company you can find. And I'm going to get into more of this stuff too. Another thing we have, guys, as a pro member, is we are partnered with a national tax strategy company. And again, we can go back and do an audit on your taxes. Now, don't panic. This is not an IRS audit. It's actually an audit if you're filing your own taxes, or an audit of your CPA to see if we can find money. And 9 times out of 10 we do. You can see here the average customer saves $4,000 to $8,000. Right now, as a pro member in Vive, this is free. For the public, it's a $99 consultation. When I went through this myself, I actually have a really good accountant. They found almost $30,000 using this service. And here's an example of some good friends of mine, the Hatfields. They did this service, and then you can see here, you don't have to read all this, but between 2017, 18, and 19, they clawed back over $62,000 that they had overpaid on their taxes. All right, guys, so Vive has a lot of things on the platforms. We have bill negotiation, we have residential, we have commercial, we also have this tax audit that's very, very powerful. And getting into the commercial services, again, if you have commercial contacts, it's really a 3-phase value proposition. We have the bill negotiation. We can negotiate their phone, internet, cable, things like waste management, security, and we get paid as distributors monthly residual income on that. The second thing we do, though, is bill auditing. And this is where we can go up to 4 years backwards, auditing things like gas and water and sewer. And we can claw back savings. And these can be 5 figures, 6 figures, even 7 figures. And the commissions can get really, really big on this. And then the third thing we do is in the energy efficiency space. We actually do have one product in this company. Most of what we do is service-based. Almost everything we do is free to try. These little guys here, we're partnered up with a company called the Madison Energy Group. And these are energy efficiency products. They're in the commercial space. They go on things like heating and cooling equipment, and also things like walk-in coolers and freezers. And we actually guarantee to reduce energy costs 10 to 30%. The reason why we can guarantee this is because we do free audits, right? We'll monitor their energy for a week. We'll put these on. We'll monitor the savings. We'll extrapolate that out. We'll give them a report, and we'll guarantee to save a minimum of X amount. So we have a lot of guarantees in Vive. And here's an example of a 117 location convenience store, right? Think about a convenience store. They have heating, cooling, they have walk-in coolers and freezers. These are little gold mines. And you can see here we're saving them over $500,000 a year going forward forever. And it was about a $60,000 commission for the consultant to put this together. So guys, we have everything from 18-year-old kids with cell phones and internet to the largest companies you can find in the United States. We have something for everybody in Vive. And again, if you're interested in this at all, you can either shoot me a message. I'll put my email in the chat here, or you can DM me on Facebook. This is not something I need you to do. It's just something that I've done. Full transparency. There's no hype to this company. We're not out there, giving false claims or anything of that nature. But if you see the value and you'd like to work with me, you can either DM me or I'll put my email in the chat here. All right, guys, so the value proposition is really this. We're a home-based business. Think about what happened with COVID. It drove traffic to my network marketing company. I mean, my company fourfolded in the last year just because of people getting laid off from COVID and working from home. So we're a home-based business, and we don't cost anything. We don't cost our clients anything. So when you're reaching out to people, it's a pretty easy conversation. Hey, listen, I found a way to save some money on your bills. If you got a couple of minutes, I can show you. If not, no big deal. So we're reducing bills. We can get money back on taxes. Again, there's free money out there, guys. Lower taxes going forward. We have something called Medi-Call, which I didn't go over, but we do have a home-based Medi-Call service, which is part of a pro membership. And this is a recession-proof business. I want you to really think about this. This is a recession-proof business. If you build a book of business in Vive over the next 5 or 10 years, people don't stop paying their bills. Right? Even when the housing market crashed and people stopped paying their mortgage for 3 years, they didn't stop paying cell phone, internet, electricity. Really think about this, because those companies will just shut you off. So if you build a book of business with a monthly residual income, it's recession proof, right? This is going to be here even through recessions and hard times, which is really the main reason why I work this business. I'm the CEO of a software company. I'm the CEO of a consulting company. Those are my main gigs, but I still put about 5 hours a week into this little revenue stream here because it just makes sense, and it gives me that cushion, that monthly residual income that I can count on. All right, guys, so if you're watching this, Vive is a business in a box, right? We're a technology company. It's a $189 startup one time, and then $69 a month for the pro membership. And again, if you have any interest, just DM me. We can get deeper into this, but it's not a big startup cost. We make most of our money off of saving people money, not off of charging big admission fees. And you get everything you need. You get a back office, you get a web page, you get hyperlinks, you get things for ClickFunnels, social media. Everything you need is in this $189 startup. All right, I'm going to briefly go over the ways we earn. Again, if you're interested at all, I'm going to put my information here. This is not meant to be a deep dive, just meant to kind of overview it and see if you're interested in working with me. But there are 5 ways we earn. One of the ways we earn upfront money when we upload bills, right? We get cash bonuses for uploading bills. The more bills we upload, the more cash we get. And we also get residual income on that. We get profit sharing too. When you build a book of business to a certain size, you actually start to get quarterly profit sharing, just like working for a corporation. And there's 2 levels of that. There's 2% at the partner level and another 2% at the executive level. And I can show you that. But the main way we earn in this company, guys, is we build points, right? We get points for pro members. We get points for uploading bills. We get more points based on how much we save, right? And we get our own points, but we also get networking points. So there's really 2 components to this. It's go out and get a handful of bills, right? Maybe 10 or 20 bills, 5 or 10 people. Everybody has multiple bills. Help people save some money. And then, like I said, I work 5 hours a week just sharing this business with people, and I've built a team over almost all 50 states now. So that's really the deal. 5 hours a week, upload some bills, teach people to do the same thing. Some will, some won't. I don't put pressure on people. It doesn't matter to me if you guys do this or not. If you see the value, let's work together. If not, no big deal, right? But we're a points-based system, and we get points for a lot of different things. So as you're building points, we start to build a weekly paycheck. Now, obviously, 20 bucks a week is not life-changing, but it doesn't take much to get to this level either. But once you get here, that comes every week, right? Then you can see here as we grow $100 a week, right? 500 a week, 1,000 a week. You can build some pretty big positions here and earn some, significant money. Most people are still not earning 1,000 a week at their core business. And once you build this book of business, this comes week after week after week. So this is a part-time thing. So I want you to think about this. What would it be like if you work the next year to build up, an extra 500 or 1,000 a week, right? It's very, very possible. Now you can see here it gets bigger and bigger. There's no income ceilings to what we're doing, and there's no size limitations on the team you build. You can show 5 people, you can show 50 people, you can show 50,000 people, and we get paid on all of it. We get paid on points. So you can see here, 2,000 a week, 4,000, 10,000 a week. These are very achievable numbers over the next, probably 5 to 10 years for most people. It's not a lottery ticket. You're not going to get rich overnight, and we don't hype it out like that either. But you can see there's no income limits, even 25,000 a week. What if it took you 10 years to do this on the side? Would it be worth it? Right, so guys, that's an overview of the business model. Again, it's a $189 startup. I'll put a link in the chat. You can DM me if you're on Facebook. That's an easy way to do it. But let me pop open some links here and get you guys some links so you can check it out. What it is, you can actually go to my website and you can peruse around. You can check it out. And there's also an enroll link there too. If you click on the enroll link, you can upload your bills and you can also become a pro member. But again, if you want to reach out to me for more information, we can do that. I will also grab the link here for the Zoom. Just bear with me. Copy. Get you guys all set up here too. I'll leave this in the chat. All right, so if anybody has any questions on either the Zoom or the Facebook, I'll leave a couple of minutes here. I'll leave these links up here. Again, there's no pressure here. I'm not looking really, I only want to work with serious people. We teach mindset. I work with the people that are on my team in mindset. We teach business development. So anybody that's working with me in the ViVE model kind of gets that benefit. But if anybody has any questions, I'll just leave this open for a couple of minutes. You can type them in the chat or on Facebook also in the chat. I will also put my email in here as well. There we go, and I'll do it in the chat here as well. There you go, guys. So guys, that's the presentation for today. Hopefully you got some value out of what we're doing here. Again, mindset, if you want to apply that towards anything, you can join us at the Mindset Masters. If you do want to join me in ViVE, feel free to reach out. Either way, feel free to hit the website, check it out. I sincerely appreciate your time today. Have an amazing day, be well, and God bless. We'll see you guys soon.